works. And as you know, in order to make sure everything works, we're going to have to test out the audio. So I'm actually going to make an video for those that want to fix their live stream, because it wasn't a mic issue. It was a Logic Pro issue. Apparently, Logic Pro wanted some other stuff, and it just didn't work out as planned. So I'm just turning this thing on. Afix probably remembers this phone. This was the phone I was using when I tried to get drone links to work, because you can use drone links on a Android phone and download it, but you can't use drone links on the iOS, which is a bummer. Hopefully in the future, you'll be able to, and hopefully the phone will start up. But even though it looks nice, it's like one of those cheap like $40 phones, $30, something like that. One of those free phones. Looks pretty good though, but good looks will only get you so far, because you can't control your drone with this thing. We have to get like one of the robust drones, more elaborate. All right, by the time this thing starts up, you gotta be kidding me. This video will be over. Well, that light will go out. By then, I might as well just. Are you kidding me? Might as well just go to you. Like, it's faster. Do it from here. Just go to your. So now I have to be quiet. Okay. Nice. Audio works, which is great. And now we're just going to do a pop-out chat. I deleted the last video. I uploaded a new one. Probably show up at midnight. So there we are. We'll just close this window, because as we know, too many windows open is no good for the streaming experience. I'm just getting stuff out of the way. All right, so let's get started. Hopefully Afix will show up. All right, so this is how it looks. We're going to put it together. So most likely this part here, the frame will go first. I think that's the sound of the phone starting up. Finally. All right, so this is how. So if you saw in the previous video, I did left and right. Okay, so in case you're wondering what this tape, what this sticker is for, left, and right. And you got to be careful, because as you know, as you saw, these pieces will fall out if you take it out wrong, or if you flip it over. So that's right, and this is left. Okay, so what we're going to do is put together the O3 air unit. So probably your antenna, right, goes on like this. So this is the back. So what you want to do is, right, just pop this piece out right here, and then put the O3 air unit with its antenna like that. Pop it in. You probably have to put the antenna on. Okay. Now we have that, like that. And I believe, yeah, so if that's the back, right, so the O3 air unit will go on like this. So you have to push this thing back in, all right? I took it off just to show folks what was happening, so that they could see. And actually, I can't see. So in order to put this on, you could use your visual assistant. For me, my visual assistant is this thing here. So I can see where it goes on, and then maybe just, there we are. And when you push it on, you could use your fingers. Your fingers will do just well. And if you don't want to use your fingers, right, to push it in, use something plastic. Okay. So what you'll do is just push it in. And up, you'll feel it and hear it pop in. All right. You don't want to, yep. Just be careful if you decide to remake this video. Make sure there are no wires that you'll knock over. like I did. All right, so that's it with that. So I don't think I need this anymore. All right. So you saw that piece popped out. Some of them are hard to get out and others aren't. It's just hit or miss on which ones are and which ones aren't. So you just basically, you can pull one out and just put the O3 air unit in like that, right? See that? Voila. And the antenna, this will go like this. See that? And then this will go like that. Unfortunately, the camera, and then it's not gonna, it's gonna hang since I crashed, but it's all right. We'll put it back together. And most likely, right? See how it's exposed? This part goes, this is the, like that, because it's gonna go underneath, I believe, because your O3 air unit, right, goes like that. So you actually have to somehow finagle this so that this, right, can go in like that. See? So the antenna, and then you'll just pull it when the time's right. You'll pull it, I believe, up, right? And you can always twist the camera. See? And this goes like this. So this, right? See how that's like that? Like you're gonna make a little sandwich. And don't worry, you can reconnect everything in a little bit. You're gonna have two connections to make. One is to run the, what do you call it? The lights, but you can get that later, if that makes any sense, but just leave it somewhat accessible, right? Whether it's left, right, depending on where you're going to glue, but you can get that, you can access that with the tweezers. That's the phone. I think I'm just gonna shut it off, since now we know. We'll plug it out. Could always, don't need notifications during the live stream. Except how do you power it off? Oh, there we go. That shut off. All right, so then you see how you sandwich it in, right? You see how the back is the back, right? Like that. And then what you're gonna do is slowly, just push in the antenna, that's all. And make sure when you flip it over, right, that those hinges, those pieces, see how one piece actually came out, which is a bummer, but as you know, it's fixable. If you watch the other video, I took it apart. I got 45 minutes because if it's not put together, you gotta be kidding me. If it's not put together within the next 45 minutes, the DJI Action 4 will shut down. Turn off. Oh, nice. Perfect. All right. So while that shuts off, hopefully it shut off, I will try and attempt to put this thing back in. That's the tricky part. Getting everything aligned. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. You know what's going to happen, right? Those notification things will ding again. It's so frustrating. And I was just holding down the power button. Apparently that's not how you shut it off. Nope, it's starting up. Rebooted. Okay, so that's like that. So we're just gonna push it up a little bit so that we can get some more slack within the slack, if that makes any sense. So we're trying to sandwich it again to its connector friend right there. And if you can get the back in first, you are golden. And they're all the same screws. And use a magnetic screwdriver, because once you get the back in, the rest is fine. Nice. I think. Yep. I was like, make sure it's in the hole, otherwise it defeats the purpose. It's really quick put together. Once you've put it together, I might make it seem easy, but it's not. If you watch the live video of the unboxing, yeah, and that's why this will take you less time if you watch this video. Now, I have to make sure, and this is tricky, if you do the first four, you are golden without anything slipping out. Hardest part's going to be the O3 air unit. Hopefully I don't have to do this again. Meaning, like, I think there were 2 wires, but see, now I can flip it over, right? See that? You can flip it over and start connecting the thing or things, and make sure that your wires, see, for the O3 air unit, has to go on the other side, right? So what I have to do is somehow, you could use tweezers. I would use plastic tweezers since they're metal parts, so these are plastic, and you don't want to accidentally I don't know, scratch anything. Not that you can't scratch anything with plastic tweezers, but well, now I just have to flip it around so that the O3 air unit, where is the O3 air? Oh, the hole's right there. So actually, the O3 air unit hole is right there. So once I get that in, you'll still probably need tweezers to finagle it in. See how you have to finagle it in? And make sure you run your update. So if the O3 air unit needs updating, please make sure you do it before you close the unit, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, you won't be golden. And it's a little bit tricky to get it in. I can't see. So that's the only thing you'll have trouble with. Plugging in the O3 air unit and putting in the top part and making sure. Yep, there we go. O3 air unit's in. Now make sure you unscrew it. You could take the screws off, right? Because my screws are off. So you have to take the O3 air unit somewhat apart. Okay, so now, on that note, now that we got that, see how that is like this, right? And you want to make sure that, here's the O3 air unit. See, this will go on like that onto its holes. So, if that makes any sense, make sure you got enough slack, and you'll always have enough slack for your O3 air unit. It goes in like a diamond. Goes like a diamond. See? Like that. But you have to match everything up to some extent, you know, like the holes and to the parts that actually hold it. So ideally what you could and should do is this. Screw it on mount it so you know you're going to put it in like that. So find the screws, the long screws, the DJI screws, which are here, the long ones that we're holding together your are these, yeah, I can't see, but I'm like, are they? And if you need, I can't see, those holes are so small. So now you're going to screw that on. Okay, so you find the holes, and make sure they all match and line up. It's going to be the smaller ones. And once you do one, you know, you can turn the other ones around. Or you could spin it like a ninja star. See? And don't strip it though. What's that? Oh, well, most likely you might have to use an Allen key. Not that size. And, oops. Make sure you don't attach any other screws with it. And now, yep, there we go. Nice, so that's one. Okay, so I got 3 more. See, it's really simple. Even though it took me forever the first time. First time for everything. So now I have to find the other one, and you just line them up. So I might have to put that, you know, you might have to use both hands. Oh, there we go. To find the hole and don't strip it. I have an Allen key set, so you know you might need one if you don't have the right screwdriver set. As you see, I have one, but that's more for the Avata. We're going to be doing probably in 2024. I mean, I can show you the parts now for the motor upgrade on the DJI Avata, but I'm doing it on an Avata I got online for really cheap. Someone sold it. I don't know if it fell off the truck, but it has a serial number and everything. Registered it, and I don't want to use my stock, my factory, you know, the one I paid full price for last year. I'd rather use the one I got used, because this way, if anything happens, I still have numero uno. You always want to have numero uno one. See, that was really easy. So now that you have that connected, right, now you're just gonna make sure as you put it in that everything is somewhat aligned, and remember it has to go in like a like in its holes, right? You want to make sure. So you're probably going to put it in and then turn it. So this is one tricky part, but we got it out. So somehow we got to get it in. See? Voila. And then you put in its 4 matching screws, which are, those are for that. Always keep your screws where they're supposed to be. So anyway, they're these. It might be under the unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 screws. Oh, I see. They're right in front of me. Okay. So then, what you'll do is you will put in the other screws. These like somewhat of a bolties. And you just turn it. And if you're turning it and it's not going in, that's because it's probably not in the hole. Yep. Now it should be. There we are. So that's 1. Okay. Then we have 2. All right, 2. Anybody here? I guess we're still live. That one's a little too big. I'm not sure where that one goes. There we go. 2. Okay, so I got 2 in, and now I need 2 more, which should be underneath here somewhere. Ah, bummer. Oh no, this doesn't go there. Does it go there? Yeah, I have to take the plate off again because I forgot. Thankfully these are the same size. That's for that, that's for that. 3, 4. Okay, I found the screws, but unfortunately I forgot a piece. The plate. I forgot the plate. I forgot my serving. Please, can I have some more? But that's okay, you know. That's why I think when I do the Avada, I don't have any trouble soldering it or taking it apart. I gotta make sure that I don't have to take it apart again. You know, like, oh shit, I forgot the cover. Right? I'll get it working to show you guys so that if you want to upgrade it, but I don't want to take it apart too many times. But I'm only doing the motors. I saw mixed reviews about the body experience. Like the body wasn't as fluid as folks expected. There were some issues with the body. So I'm not going to do the body experience, but I will do the motors, you know. And there'll be other projects too. Maybe I'll do the body, I don't know, at a later time after, you know, after the full experience. But here, these are the two videos. I'm going to try with the Avada, right? With the attachment, the what is it called? The DJI mount for your Osmos Action. Put that on, see how it flies, and then we'll compare and see how it flies, right? With Afix. Always, yeah, he's right. Always fixing drones, barely flying. I know, right? I should start a repair shop. Like, literally, one day I'll be able to fly. And I put time in the simulator. But this one, you know, I know, like, this one is always like some excuse. This one, there's a video coming out after midnight. You'll see. I'll share it with you anyway, because Afix is usually the only one here. This drone, the Pavo25, right? It hold on, let me get it. Hold on, let me focus on this really quick. See if I can just turn it without. Okay. So the Pavo25, the part that holds the gimbal together is made of plastic, really cheap plastic. Like I think you could have 3D printed something better. And so when you crash, it breaks, and that's the part that broke. So I basically did a teardown video earlier today of that, and then thankfully I recorded the audio. So I was able to reattach the audio, but yeah, it was a bummer because was so not expecting that to happen. Like literally made of cheap plastic. The Gep RC, right? 20. The gimbal is surrounded by carbon fiber, literally. Carbon fiber, the whole gimbal, and I've crashed the as you know, the Gep RC many times. The Gep RC 20, nothing. Only maybe the propeller guards frame thingy broke, but that, you know, you just replace one. But on the Pavo25, it's really disappointing. You would think that they would have surrounded the gimbal with fiberglass like they did the other, like, you know, with two different manufacturers, so it's like comparing apples to oranges. But it was a real disappointment. But the Pavo, I would say the Pavo25 was maybe for more like someone like yourself, the more experienced pilot, because if you crash the Pavo 25 on your first time or third time, something will break. Oh, and the glue that's holding together the LED lights on the Pavo 25, it falls out. And look, you can't even access the so you want to make sure you update your O3 air unit before you put it in, and you want to make sure you put an SD card before you lock it up, because you're not getting it back out unless you do the teardown like I'm doing right now, which really is really disappointing in that sense, because with the Get Bar C, you got full access to everything. Maybe you have to do a drop of one thing here and there, but it's not like this, like literally. So, and now that I'm putting it back together, good luck. Whoops. Good luck. Hold on 1 second, I dropped a piece. Good luck adjusting your pit rates with the Pavo 25, because you have to take it apart again if you want to put the what do you call it? Oh, I forgot. No wonder why this isn't magnetic. It's an Allen key. You got to take it apart again if you want to adjust your pit rates. Or if you watch the new video that will be launched after midnight, I took my X-Acto blade and cut an existing USB micro cord, the plastic around it, so that it could fit in. So you either adjust your pit rates during the setup install process and not do it again and make this like an exclusive somewhat drone for special flying, or I guess you find that cord that will fit in, so that you could put your micro cable in. But the O3 air unit, you're not getting your stuff. Literally, you are locked out unless you do this. This is the only, because you have to access the O3 air unit, and the O3 air unit is not a wireless experience unless you have one of the other DJI drones that let you do it wirelessly, like the Mavic or one of the other ones. And you got to be careful. Let's use a screwdriver not to do this too many times, because if you do, you're going to wind up stripping them. So yeah, clearly no thought went into this, or maybe they just didn't think that I would be flying it. Maybe they designed this specifically for folks like you. You know, you just set it up and fly, and I don't need to, you know, like, and you just fly with the experience, flying without the crash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no wonder. Okay, like, always keep, don't lose your screws, right? This one's magnetic though. That's going to be tricky doing the Avata, because I'm going to have to come up with a system so I don't forget what part to put together. Like I was saying, soldering it, no problem. Putting it back together, not a problem at all. But remembering which, all the screws, like I'll remember where they go, but I'm like, oh look, here's one. You ever go buy something from IKEA and you're like, wait, what's that screw to? I don't know. Oh well. No, I'm just kidding. It's just something, but I don't know what. But definitely not part of the experience here. But it definitely goes to something. All right, so then once you do that, right, and the Pavo 20 looks like this, and don't worry, you see, if you wired, there's only one way to wire the O3 air unit. See that? Look at that. And then what you do is you pull in the antenna, right? And you just bend it in. Make sure you push it down so that you know that you're not pulling it out of its the place it's connected to. So now, see, you push the antenna back in, which is great. And then you pull it a little bit, not a lot, but I can tell that there's some slack in there, which is fine. But what you want to do is grab a tweezers and make sure, right, that it moves, right? Because if it doesn't move, then you know that you have let me go upstairs. I have to shut something off. Hold on a second. One second. Right. Yeah, so if you can't move the wire, then that means it's snug on the other connector. But you can easily fix it by pulling it out a little bit or loosening the screw. Right? If that makes. See, I pulled it out a little bit, just to make sure, you know, it does what it's supposed to, right? Because the antenna, of course, is in between, like everything is just sandwiched in there. But you want to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. It's in there. And it doesn't give you a lot. So see, everything is just jammed in there. Maybe it wasn't designed for the O3 air unit. That's the only thing I can think of, right? But it's pretty tight, which is a bummer. And what you could do, well, you kind of want it to be the way it is when I put it in. Let me just look at the wiring. I mean, you could undo it, you know, and put it the other way, but you know, it is what it is. Nothing's gonna, and just run the motor. So they see that's it, and then what you want to do last, right? I mean, I'm gonna have to take it apart anyway again to get everything, you know, just to. So then you have here, right? You see that wire? That wire is to your LED lights. If you watch the previous setup, so again, you run it under and through the hole, right? And you can run it through any of the sides. Actually, it doesn't have to be that one particular spot, because remember, if you saw my previous video, I jerry-rigged it so that the wire, you'll see in the video of the flight, I'll share the flight with you, how it actually works. So that's fine like that. You know, just double check. If you're not happy with the way it's set up, you know, you just take it apart again. And then always make sure your antenna's in there. Not sure what that little bar thingy is there for, across there. And then, these things, which mount it together. So now, this is the strap, bar strap that holds together the battery, right? It takes about maybe 30 minutes, 45, depending on, you know, your skill and level of expertise. And then this goes like that. See? And the long ones. So what you do is you just put it in, turn it. The good thing about this is that once you have one in, like once you put in the front and the back screws, these automatically line up. So there's no finagling the frame set. You just have to make sure you've put it in the hole. Once it's in the hole, it turns and it automatically falls into that frame thingy that's holding it together. So yeah, set up your rates. Whoops. See, I forgot to put the bar on. Plus I'm tired. If you saw last night's video, last night didn't end until later. But I'll show you the flight so you can see. It flies really nice. It flies smooth. Thankfully, if you saw my other video, I think if you saw me setting up the PIDs, I'm glad I put the FPV on no rates in there, because even though this flew a little bit faster and with more thrust too, and you know, more everything, if I had left it with its original rates, I think I would have done more damage. I would have been like, yeah. But it's nice flying. So you see, once you just have to line up the hole. And that's it. And it just falls right in. Everything falls into place. Now it's put together. I took off the LEDs because it was so cold outside that the LED strips were falling off. The tape wasn't holding, and then I hot glued the tape, and even the hot glue froze off, and it did no damage. No damage happened, as you can see. But other than this, because this piece is, oh yeah, you can see right here, is just held together by cheap plastic. You know, you would think, I don't know why they do that, and if you know, just you can bend it and break it easily. And as I showed and shared in the other video, the GEP RC is cheaper, right? And it comes with the O3 air unit built in, so you don't have to take it apart. You just basically plug it in, you know, which is great. And it comes with the GEP RC comes with pads. See the pads? Like this foam at the bottom. So when you land, it'll land hard, but the foam protects it. The Pavo25, which costs more, there's the frame underneath, right? Oh, actually, here, Pavo25 is just a piece of metal, which is fine, but there's no foam, hard foam to protect it from when it hits the ground, especially concrete. And they put a lot of foam around the GEP RC. See, look at that, nice, right? And it comes with extra ones too. Don't know why they didn't do it there. And then, oh, back to the GEP RC. Actually, we'll just put this here. And with the GEP RC, see, the gimbal is surrounded by fiberglass. All that is like this really, it feels like steel, but it's not. It's just fiberglass. And it has a little thingy there, a little grommet, whatever they're called, bumpers, rubber bumpers, which is great. So a lot of thought went into this drone, this thingy. And considering it's made in China, there's nothing wrong with that. For me, I have an issue with that the dollar goes far. So they're charging us in dollars, and the dollar is going far. So they could, you know, they could have easily charged less and still make a profit. And you know, instead of putting plastic, little plastic shims basically to hold the gimbal, you know, like I would have done fiberglass like those guys, and I'd still be flying instead of barely flying. So yeah, this is it. It's really cool though. It's a nice, you know, it's nice, but I think I'm gonna order the part, like whatever it was, $20 to fix it and sell it. I'll probably sell it with the 03 air unit and buy the buy something else, you know. Just too bad I didn't buy it from Amazon, because then you can return it. Right? But now I have to do like Craigslist or something, and someone will buy it because it's perfect, somewhat perfect condition, barely used, but works. It will bind and fly. Like, let's say, look, hold on. Now you got to be careful when you bind it, because you don't want the gimbal to fall in there, chop off your head. Right? All right, so thankfully it works on a I used the Gep RC battery, which is really powerful. Takes a little bit of a beating, so you just got to be careful, and you know, it is what it is. But you probably put the battery in first, right? And then let it fold into place, because it's really tricky getting the battery in there. But once it's in, you know, make sure, see? That works. It flies nice, don't get me wrong. But, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Osmo Action 4. Shut off. Oh, come on, man. Webcam. Hopefully that came back. Oh wow, I'm not sure. That is the Synolog, the Gep RC. Yeah, I don't know. Mine did. I'll show you the box. I guess I got lucky. I'm not sure, but I will take the box out in a second. I'll show you what comes in. It comes in like these little thingies. So you see? So now, like, you know, I wouldn't start it just yet. Take off the painter's tape, because you don't want, make sure the battery. So you do love the Gep RC? What do you think of the Gep RC? Synolog 20. Oh, I don't know. I didn't have to buy another. Mine, maybe I get from where I got it from. I don't know. Maybe it was a return. But anyway, hold on. Let me I'll take off the other tape. But wait, if yours didn't come with one, maybe you got. I was shocked when I saw it. When I saw the 03 air unit inside. I got it from the Gep RC website though. All right, so look. I don't know where you got yours from. All right, so there, you see that? Now, I'm not sure what mode it's in, but it doesn't matter, because at least I don't think it does. Actually, just hold it down. Hold it down. See? It works. Just, you have to watch those wires. And then before you pick it up, just disconnect it, shut it off. But it's quiet. It's really quiet. It's amazingly quiet. Oh, man. Anyway, I'd have to take it apart, because what you want to do is you want to have the 03 air unit run right through that hole, which is fine, you know, because you don't want it, you don't want it the other way. So just so you know, so the battery has to come out. Put that in the bag. Oh, I got these really. I'm going to do another video on smoke detectors. Wow, I know I have videos coming out, but really cool smoke detectors. In case you're watching, because I was away on the weekend, right, during the holidays, and I was like, oh my God, did I leave my batteries plugged in? Did I charge them, or did I remember to discharge them? And it's great that we have smoke detectors, but what if they go off? Now, what I know, so I got these wireless Wi-Fi smoke detectors that hopefully you can put one there, and it's wireless, and it'll ping you via Wi-Fi if there's a fire. But once, hopefully, when one goes off, it actually will sync with all the other 20 that we have around the house, because they all have to go off. And that was hard to find. They're the Kadai smoke detectors. So that's really cool. So that'll help the FPV guys out because it's great. Whoops, it's great if you have a smoke detector, right? But you know, what good are they if you don't know they go off, right? And by the time someone saw the fire or calls the fire department, the house would be gone. And so that would be really cool. That'll help some folks out. The yep. So that's really interesting. And also need to learn how to grade video colors. Oh, yeah, I've done that. I don't do, if you want, I could put some videos like that together. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done the color grading because one, it takes forever, and two, I need to, like back in the day when I used to do it, you need like the full desktop machine, powerful, and where you can actually see the color, because I get different color here, which I don't know what the fuck that is, and then I get different color here, and here I have the brightness. I did some color grading video tutorials in the beginning when I was doing photos on the Mavic and Mini 3 Pro. But I think, yeah, AFix is right that since I stopped flying right, and started spend more time fixing, I haven't even gotten to my other photos and flying videos, especially the ones I got from the weekend. Which yeah, it's not a bad idea if I get back into that again. Maybe I'll do some videos on that, on the whatever few up there. Maybe I'll just do. And then I have like some Part 107 videos. I have some other videos, more videos. Like I'm busy too, and I don't have a lot of time to. Wait, so let me think for a second. So I did 1, 2, yeah. So I have to take apart that thing again, so I can run the 03 air unit through. Yeah, so it's like, it's tricky, you know, not having the time, like having all these amazing ideas for videos, and or forget about the videos. I want to fly. I want to do more flying in 2024. I still have videos on my and pictures on my Mavic 3 that I took from over the weekend, which I can't wait to edit. That's a long one. Yeah, it's really cool, and you can do that too. That's why I figured, hey, I'll just do this in the process. This way I don't have to edit it later. Apparently we have sprinklers. Oh wow, that's really nice. Sounds like he lives in a loft. Yeah, I don't have sprinklers, but it floods here in the spring. I probably won't have a lot of time to do videos in the spring because it's a nightmare here. We get a lot of flooding. Thankfully, you know, not where it will wash away the house, but just other stuff. All right, so what happens is when you lift this up, right? See? And then you pop in the 03 air unit so that it's in the middle. See? You don't want the 03 air unit like that. You want it like that, in between. And then you just drop it and just make sure you align. Or, you know, you can double check things too. Like, remember but just make sure you don't flip it and open it, because then those things, brackets holding it together, will pop out. And then you get really, you know, got to do everything over again. But you know what? I'm just going to leave it, because it's going to be 14 days before that other part comes. And if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So now, like before, you just want to make sure those parts fall into place. See how easy that is? It's easy, but oh yeah, I still have to show you what came in my box of my Get RC version 20. screwdriver. And I still have, I don't know, I keep talking about in my videos the electric screwdriver that I have under there. I've had it under there since last year that I'm going to do a review on. So just like keep one thing, which is really cool because that's, I wish I had that right now. But it's so big. But I'm going to, once in 14 days when this part comes, I will sell this and get something else. That's the way to do it, sell it, get something else. Because this is not, I like it, but it's not the holy grail of drones that I'm looking for. You know, I want the Get Bar C version 20 is. I love it. It's just phenomenal. You know, the way it flies and glides and all that other fun stuff. This does that. It's a little bit more powerful and robust, but I don't have to do this what I'm doing right now with the Get Bar C. And like Afix was saying, I barely spend time flying anymore. I spend more time repairs. My phone's gonna ring. Hello, Louis Drone Repair Shop. Right? Literally. And I don't, you know, I don't want to get caught up in these repairs. I want to fly. I just want to. It was, I remember that. I think I talked about it before. That ad, help wanted sign. Most know their shit, not be the shit. That's the funniest help wanted sign I've ever seen. Because no one wants to be their shit, and everyone hopes they know their shit. But I'll show you the flight. There won't be any sound though. It'll be like a Charlie Chaplin silent movie. Yeah, and what's a bummer is that there's a screw missing. Is that what's their name? DJI never got back to me. You would think that they would have written to me. I tagged them in the post about my. I wonder if the video uploaded though. It should have uploaded about the unlock. Nope, nada. Which is a bummer because I did an FAA unlock, got approval from the FAA, and it's a long story. I'll save it for the video, but I'll also show you. Yeah, so wonder how hard part 107 or whatever the number is. Yeah, no, 107 is correct. The studying part is okay. It's easy to study for because you just memorize everything. The hardest part is when you take the test. It's not like it's written in English. It's written in English, but no one talks that way. Like, let's say, for example, the sky is blue. There are no clouds in the sky. What kind of day is it? And then you would think like a beautiful day, but instead they would say, well, it's exorbitantly wonderful. You know, like it's a government test. So the government test, it's there. You would think the answers would be very black and white, but there are a lot of trick questions in there, and I'm like, what the fuck? A lot of technicalities, but I actually have another video coming up, another one on the part 107 and which study guides to use. So that'll be another video coming out. I just have to edit it. And there's an app. There's a really cool app, but this is recording right now, so I can't really show you. I guess I could show you. Hold on a second. Let me just put this away. But let me show you what's inside. It's easy as long as you study for it, and as long you pray that when you take the exam, there aren't a lot of flight questions on there. Airspace questions, because the airspace gets really complicated. But it's worth it because you never have to take it again. And if you, I don't know if it's Drone Pilot Institute, but there are a couple of companies out there. The one I took it with guaranteed that if you failed, they would pay for you to take your test again for free. So you can't top that. That's a no-brainer. And you have to find the company that offers that because you want to. Because some people fail it. Okay, so let's see. And I put this on, thinking like this would help protect the gimbal a little bit. Oh, that's where that screw goes. Interesting. So these two screws, right, go here, but they can't screw in because, and then this screw, right, goes here in the back, but then this can't screw in because I don't have the, the thing broke. So that explains why I put other screws into the bag earlier. But let me show you my GetRC box. GetRC. So this is. Yeah, I didn't have to do anything with the GetRC except put the thing in and update the 03 air unit, and that's it. So Born to Fly, this was it, and it said VTX. Oh yeah, check it out. Look, maybe I think you bought a different one than me, but it's backwards. But we can fix that. Hold on a second. Unfortunately, this is how this works on the Macintosh. Picture. Take a picture. Right? And after you take a picture, welcome back to everything that glitches. Now the picture is in regular mode. So everything you saw was reversed. So, sort of reversed. How do we make that clearer? That's so weird. All right, let's try it again. Bring it up some maybe. But this will answer. Just trying to turn this. Oh, there we go. That's as high as it goes though. Okay, so look. Now I can get a picture. And you'll see why. I got the 03 unit inside. And I didn't know this. Alright, so now I want to click on the picture. See? VTX air unit, 03 air unit, cam, 03, Bat45, receiver PNP. So that's why I guess this one came with it. Wow, so you probably went through what I went through with the Pavo25. Wish I had a spare flight controller. I know you burn one. If it partly works, it would help me because people are asking me to test GPS and I don't know if I feel like soldering up again, knowing it may fail. That is true. Only see you. I might have a spare flight controller. For which drone though? Which drone? Because I don't know what drone. I have to look in the box. So yeah, so that's this, see? I could send you the one, I could send you the flight controller from the one that I flashed that just doesn't work. It works, but you need a PC to fix it, and I don't have a PC. And if you saw that video, I flashed a drive, and even I went to the GetRC website, which was really cool because they have on their downloads. I'll show you. Check it out. Let's see. Where is Chrome is on this window. So if I go here, watch. I'll show you. Let's just open up a new one. So if I go here, GetRC, So if you go to their website, right, and then you go to where is it? Keep scrolling. Yeah, I don't need all that. So if you go to downloads, right, and then you go to you click your drone. Software and drivers. I didn't even know drones took drivers. I was like, what? Because someone reached out to me on the channel, said they deleted the driver to their whatever drone or something or something. I was like, I have no idea. And even if I wanted to learn how, I couldn't because I guess maybe sometime down the line in the future. But I was able to download BL Heli, but it doesn't work on my machine. So you have all these versions of BL Heli, and they don't work because I would need a PC. So in order to fix that flight controller, which is, right here. Not this one, but I believe it's the other one. The one that I was going to send Rupert, that has to be flashed on a PC. And then you can solder a GPS to that one. Oh, I put it in a box. In a box under here. The box. Give me the box. Remember that Hellraiser? It's like oh, it's this one. This is it. This is the one that was flashed. Beautiful drone. It's the Pavo, which is a bummer. This is actually the Pavo, and you see it in all my videos. It's just on the wall, and it's always going to be on the wall. It's this one. Definitely not that one, because the other Pavo, that one I rebuilt, and this one, whoops, more stuff to fix. Oh yeah. All right. Anyway, so this one. So actually, I should put this one in the box. You just have to flash it. I guess use BL Heli, and then after you use BL Heli, some other ESC configurator to get the motors in the. But the problem with this one, I think FPV Unknown had shared, was that I think the motors are bidirectional. So I remember he mentioned that the motors are spinning the wrong way, which they are, but that's how this drone works. I don't know what that's called, but maybe you do. Never seen. Oh, you never saw Hellraiser, but maybe. So apparently, I flashed this and I got the motors spinning in the direction from the Betaflight configurator, but you can't do that because the motors are supposed to turn in their own special way. All right, so let me know about that, but not this one, because this one I'm going to rebuild. Forgot why I took this one apart. Oh, I took this one apart because I wanted to put the O3 air unit in here. And as you can see, I did. This one, you just think, the cheaper drone, the $99 drone, outlasted this drone. This one I crashed many times, fixed it, and I'll probably still be able to fly it, right, if I didn't flash it. So just shows to show that less is more and more is less, and just because it's fancy doesn't mean it's gonna hold up to all the hype. Oh, except for interesting. Oh yeah, these screws, unfortunately I can take them out, but they don't. Bummer, they're bent. Oh, I'll take it so you can see. I'll move that out of the way. So that's a bummer. Go back to, how do I get back to, I could go to video. I guess I go into, it's weird. I don't want a camera. See, I just want to do, so I guess I go back to FaceTime camera, and then from FaceTime camera, I go into my camera. See? No, maybe I'll just quit it. Quit photo booth and go and open it again. Yep. And then now all my menu options appear again. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. So you see the screw that was on the gimbal, a little bit bent. But it didn't even go on the way it was supposed to, which is a bummer. So it was a poor design on their half too, that the thing didn't just hold up. So yeah, all the hype, but you know, I'm gonna sell this one. But it's cool. But it didn't live up to my expectations of what I imagined it to be. Because, you know, when you fly those other drones, and what I've seen, like I've gone to a lot of the drone meetups, and I see those guys fly, and I've seen some of them crash, and nothing like that's ever happened. Because everything, a lot of the drones I've seen on the meetups, a lot of their, the gimbals are like inside, like that. Like it's like hidden, not hidden, but protected. You know, they're not out like that, like these guys do. They're like the Gepar C20. Oh yeah, let me show you what's inside the box. So inside this box, it's got a wire there. Is, and that's where. So you get your foam bumpers, right? You get some other connector thingies. Oh wow, interesting. I could just tell by looking at it. They have a solid, really oh, you know, because you have it. The part that holds your camera mount is really strong. Comes with all this other stuff. Lots of screws and connectors. And then you have tweezers. Oh, nice. Another plastic tweezers. Some bumper guards. And then you have your little book. And some other stuff that's in there. I think I did an unboxing video for this one. I have old Windows gaming laptop. Not sure what to do with it. It's good. Nah. Oh yeah, so you could use that to flash the the only thing I ask in exchange is for $100. No, I'm just kidding. Is the secret formula, like how you fixed it, because then I can do another video. Maybe I'll go to Best Buy and do it and be like, hi, can I just try this machine before I buy it? And attach the flight controller to it and go to you know, and just go to the ESC configurator online, because apparently you can do it online. Yeah, so this just has, well, you know what that comes with that book since you have it. Then this thing for your VTX stuff, and that's it. And I still fly it, and I still fly the way I fly, and I haven't had any trouble. Nothing's fallen apart since then. You know, it lands in the grass. I just tend to shut it off before it lands now. And still, and that was a while ago. With this one, nope. There's a life. Maybe they're made by AI, by computers. Like, you know, they should have testers. I remember back in the day when I used to do QA, you got paid to test the sites and the software, and then everything became automated, and everyone was writing scripts for the QA process. I was like, what? Yeah. So that's what came inside mine, but maybe that's why, because it says VTX 03 air unit. So they're selling some with that. So this is the one. Oh yeah, Synolog HD 03 Air. Yeah. So I was surprised when I got it, and I was like, oh my God, yes, it's my dream come true. A drone in a box, right? And I didn't even have to put it together. What I did have to do is, though, I had to take it apart, just drop the bottom, because I had to update the O3 air unit, because I had to plug it into my computer. But that was easy. That was a piece of cake. So yeah, there it is. The Pavo25. I would call it the yeah, it's a good drone. It's a good drone if you know what you're doing. Like, if you know how to fly, get this drone. If you don't know how to fly, you could do the Pavo and then another drone, and leave this as your drone that you'll use to, get that cinematic footage. Or even if you, like, when I fix this, I'm going to try it out in the field, the big field that you've seen me flown in with my other videos, because, oh, wow, interesting. You will have an even better experience in the field. Look, you could actually run the wire to that, right? Through there, which isn't a bad idea. I might do that. See, you just keep trying to make your gadgets better and better. And it doesn't come like that. They don't run it through that way. Why, I don't know. But it's just an idea that came to me. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and you have a better idea of the Pavo25. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. That's it. Video's over. Bye. I'm leaving. I hate this place. I hate FTV. It's just nothing but... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But yeah, that's it. Video's over. But I see like a lot of people doing that now. I think I don't know if it's a trend or a fad or a way they ran out of ideas for videos. But you see a lot of the videos saying the guys, they're leaving FPV. I'm leaving. I'm done. But why? There's just so much you could do. There's possibilities are endless, especially like Aphex said. You could do color grading, you can do unboxing, you can do bind and fly. Bind and fly like me, right? Because right now I'm in the binding process. You can and also you have to balance it up. Like, you just can't, you gotta like do some repair videos, do some soldering, especially soldering. I find the soldering video helped me level up. And get more comfortable with these flight controllers and be like, oh, I got this. And a lot of troubleshooting, and just other stuff. And I like the idea of the color grading. But I have other ones in the lineup, like the Part 107 and then the other stuff. But I'm not teaching the Part 107. I'm just recommending certain tools that I use to, pass my exam. And like what you need, and then one thing for sure, if you do Aphex want to get your Part 107, buy the newest study material, because everything keeps changing. And like, for example, I heard someone took their exam recently, and they said there are a lot of questions about remote ID. And I know enough, but I don't know anything, because they keep changing it all the time. So whenever there's something new introduced, or it's, and also it's the government, right? So they're always changing and rewriting laws all the time. So just when you thought you knew everything, it turns out you knew nothing. So like, I'll show you some of the study material though. Okay. So all your study material that you have to have. So you have I wonder if it'll show under here. Oh yeah, sort of. It's gonna be backwards. All right, that's Apple for you. And you would think that the amount of money they put into manufacturing these computers, that they would set it up. This is by default. You go to the Apple Store, it's the same thing. And if you Google it, you'll see it's on Reddit. Someone has this you can go into the terminal and run a script to get this running the way it should. Like, what are they thinking? Like, why? I mean, anyway, so this is called in English Airman Knowledge Testing Supplement for Sport Pilot, Recreational Pilot, Remote Pilot, and Private Pilot. So that's this right here, right? So you'd have that. And then you have, this one's really text heavy. Aviation weather, which you have to know. It's also covered in the test too. Apparently, you know, you need to know about the different weathers because you might get sucked into an aerial vacuum. Well, basically, point blank, you're not supposed to fly in rain. You're supposed to know how to read the clouds and know what the right flying conditions are. But what I don't get is that there are some questions where they want you to be able to identify the different types of clouds. like that, for example. You see clouds in the sky, it's about to rain. What kind of clouds are they? Rain clouds? Nope. Sorry, I forget. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called. There's a special name for it. So you have to know the different names of the clouds, and they're different. They're freaking. There's like a 30. Oh yeah, look, because I had trouble with that one, so I bookmarked it. Well, wind shear was easy. That part was fine. But then you have slow wind, fast wind, mountain wave. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have the different kinds of winds. You have the wind currents that comes off the mountain. Then you have the wind currents if you're at the mountain and at the bottom of the mountain, and the kind of wind that goes up the mountain. And then you have the wind that comes off the coast into the mountains. And then you have the wind that goes off the mountain into the ocean. That has a name too. I'm like, what the fuck? Why just call it? It's just windy out. Even the weather guy, the meteorologist on the freaking news channel doesn't talk about the different versions of wind. So yeah, wind was a complex topic. Mountain flying, yeah. What was it called? A leeward? I don't know. Then you have your pendant, your ACL, and then you have. It's a lot of reading. Like literally, I was up at night. Forget about fixing drones. I was just reading and learning about the clouds. My head was literally in the clouds. No pun intended. But and then you have the different version of icing. The seed like if you have not just frost, right? There's seasons. There's ground icing. There's frost. There's enclosing. There's and then you have thunderstorms, not just any thunderstorms, because apparently there's more than one kind of thunderstorm. Oh yeah, the weather. That's why. So not only will you know that it's partly cloudy, chance of showers in the afternoon, you got to know what it's called. There's a name for it, and it's not just called partly cloudy, chance of showers in the squall lines, turbulence, hail, icing, low ceiling and visibility. You have to know about that. Effects on altimeters, thunderstorm electricity, lightning, thunderstorm and radar, other different. And this is just to fly a drone. Don't kid me not. But of course, weather does come into play. Don't get me wrong, because weather will interfere with the transmission of your RC controller. So you have to know a little bit about weather. Forget a little bit. And so the reason why I say use the latest material is because this is 2022 test prep. Everything and a lot's changed, and they keep changing the laws and rules all the time. And then you have the one that I showed you. This one's all right, but this one you have to know how to read maps like this. All right, you need to know what a METAR is, METAR. You need to know how to find airports and know the airspace within the airport. You need to read maps. It's intimidating, but you'd get it. Someone like anyone can get it. You just have to. It becomes like a silent movie. With subtitles, you just know, and you have to know how to decode stuff like this. Here, I'll show you. Let's move the drone out of the way. This is basically a METAR, but they're just acronyms, and you need to know how to break down the acronym and find out what it means in English. Not that it's not written in English. Ooh, I'm just trying to be careful because I'm going to take a picture of this. All right, so let's see these METARs. That's why I want to start reading it again now, so that I'll flip it over so you can see. flip it or just select it. So you see all this here. These are abbreviations for, like, for example, KVM would probably be the airport, 1217, 1217 20Z, Zulu's time, and then 1218 to, I don't even know what the fuck this shit means, but you have to, you basically have to decode it. And this is actually, it's kind of like stenography in court system where these little acronyms mean you can convert into a sentence. So I gotta start reading that again. It'll come back to me naturally. And on your reoccurring exam, after you pass your Part 107, you they don't even have none of these questions on there. A lot of it is just flight related, which is why I don't understand that they have that. But it's good though. It's good to know because you, for example, I didn't know that before I fly that you have to call a town to make sure there's no drone ordinance, because some towns have drone ordinances and you can get a ticket or arrested for flying in an area that you're not supposed to. So let's say they say get your Part 107 so you could fly your drone, but it doesn't work that way. You got your Part 107, you have to make sure you can actually fly in the town or city you want to fly in. Just not usually, or you can go up if you have a Cinewoop. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna catch you. Your Pavo videos really helped me. Oh well, you're welcome, Alex. I'm glad they did. Thanks, and I hope you are well too. We were just talking about the Part 107. So it does help you in that sense, knowing about how high you can fly, like in restricted airspace, if you live near an airport. Well, if you live near an airport and have a Cinewoop, you're never going to have any problems. But just knowing about the regulations, how high you can fly, and restrictions. So let's say you can fly, like for example, I was flying this weekend, so I had to set my altimeter on the drone maximum altitude for 200 feet because I couldn't, that's the max I could go. But speaking of the max I can go, but that didn't work. It was glitchy, but it actually kept going up. That's DJI for you. All right, so let me show you the flight of the Pavo20. How nice. Shrink that. Hopefully we're still live. No worries. Thanks, Afix. Alex, your Pavo Pico. Okay, let's see. I will show you. I think it's this one. Yep, these are them here. So this was today's flight. We thank you for flying Air Avada. All right, so let's see. Spacebar. No. All right. Let me think. Where are the videos? The videos are inside the goggles. These are, but you can see, I'll show you part of it because I have to edit this anyway. That was just with first repair because I crashed.
This is actually
so this was,
hold on. My kids.
Let me mute this.
For our projects and stuff. Or like.
All right, so basically the as you can see, the LED lights don't hold out in the cold and they just peel right off. So I used hot glue. I might use sticky adhesive to get it to work because apparently it was so cold that not even that worked. But the lights still work, as you can see. And then, let's see.
All right.
Whoops, I don't want to mute it.
So this.
What was this repair? Oh, that's how it looked. So, oh yeah, that's the new pencil soldering iron. So you see it just falls right off in the sky, literally, and you don't want that because that's another reason why I want to get rid of this drone. Because can you imagine flying in the cold? You put your LED on with the LED strips that they give you, and then it goes on, and then the cold, and it falls through the motors and the propellers. Can't have that. So I had to desolder the soldering connection that I had done, pop it out, and then I was able to take the lights out. So I just basically took the LED strips off. And then here, let me just mute it. I made it outside, my first voyage. Let's see. I kind of like to set it up as a landing pad. I need room for takeoff, and then I'm not used to just going up. I need to go up a little like that. That's how I fly. And then, wait for it. Wait, oh, it just flew away. Wait, hold on. Well, I'll get the goggles and load them on so you guys could see the flight with the Pavo20. I just have to. Oh, where did it go? Alex, I did the traditional bind plugged in 3 minutes time. Yeah, that's about how long as it takes now. I realize now, when you, if you can get it in there. I don't know if you've been watching since the beginning. This whole bind process will take about 25, maybe 25 minutes, maybe 20 if you're lucky, 30 if you're me and forgetting to put screws in. Flash and bind. Oh, so Afix knows ELS configurator controller, but then I tried to flash ELRS, but it was giving me problems. It wouldn't flash. But yeah, let me show you today's flight, which was really cool. And I made it. I made it around the house, which was really cool. This wasn't the Avata that I flew today. This was another Avata. That's where the drone crashed, so I had to go get it. This is the one. This is the Avata I'm going to take apart. This was the used one that I bought. See? Well, this is it. See? In the sky, in the middle of the sky, the LED strips fall off. You can't have that. So, like, there are too many compromises with this drone. So even if you know how to fly it, I don't want to have to jerry rig something I spend good money on, because you don't have to do that with the Pavo20. Alex, only if you switch to the video this time. I only know how to flash. Interesting. Yeah, and I think next year I'm gonna try and see what different drone with RC receiver I might look into. But I'm not married to any brand or company. I just want it to be, for me, it's about the experience, to make it fluid, like the Gep RC, or even this, if they made it just as good. This has to be good. Oh, that's me. We only see you. Oh, you only see me. Okay. Thanks for the tip, Afix. Let's go here. Ah, you only see me. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. And in order to see everything else, Asus. Huh, that's weird. Let's see. Sometimes when that happens, what you have to do is go here, and then go there. There we are. And now, to see me, we have to shrink you, do that, and that. Voila. And now, but now that's, oh, because that's what we see now. So how do we get it? Oh, I see. Now how do we get it back so that we can see? It should be as simple as 1, 2, 3. Like, I should be able to press a button here, right? Just to get back to my, see, where's my camera? Where's my live view, right? It'll take a picture. See, there we go. So you press that, and now you're back there. And now I'm back here. It should be here. It should be there, like camera 1, camera 2. All right, so thanks for that tip, Afix. So appreciate that, because I would have just kept on talking and thinking that you guys see what I see, but apparently not. All right, so I'll show you today's video. I'm gonna rewind, do a recap of today's crash. This is my little black box. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We hope you enjoy your flight to Miami. And today is Captain Luis. He will be flying with you today. Then everybody gets off the plane. They're like, everybody get up. We're gonna die. Luis is flying. There's no freaking, I want my refund. Alright, so let's see. I'll share with you today's flight. Let's see. I can shrink this one now. I'm gonna move the SD card here. See, I got more videos to edit. So many videos to edit in so little time. It's like I'm never gonna run out of ideas. I just need to find the time to edit. Like I have to edit this video. It takes a couple hours too. Also, here's like angle mode, Pavo25 version 2. This is great. It's really cool because my flying skills. I mean, I know I just broke what I broke, but my flying skills got better. I couldn't do this before, and I did a full loop. It's a little shaky, which is fine because we use the beta FPV on known rates, but I'm able to control the drone. I'm not sure. It's the Radio Master Boxer. See? Just flying around. But the Afix is right. Color grading would look nice on this video if I was able to pull it. Remember, there's no SD card in here, so I'm only able to use the video from the goggles. And so as you can see, the SD card is full. So I was like, wow, this is great. I love it. Here I am flying, trying to keep it up in the air, and there I am over there, and just flying, spinning around in circles in the yard. And I was like, the hardest part is like once the drone goes up, it's getting it to slow down because like it just takes off and there, see. Little you know, it was at this moment that I realized that I fucked up. All right, so that was that one. I think that was the first flight, right? And then I was like, oh wow, that was so cool. And then I was like, I got more confident, and I was like, what if I can go around the house, right? And then I said, let me try spinning around and doing like loops in a circle. And I'd have no trouble flying this. If I was in the field, because when the open field is what you want to do. So then I go around. I'm trying to do that same flight I do with the Avata, but I'm just having a little bit of trouble, you know. And then something went smack in my face. I always have my finger on that oh shit moment button where I just can shut it off really quick. Gyroflow will stabilize for free. Oh yeah, and then again I have a Gyroflow video. I think I have one in my beginner how-to videos. If you check in my library of videos on the channel, I had done one on Gyroflow, and if you have the Avata, you just turn on Rocksteady and it does it for you automatically, so all your footage won't be shaky cam. So then I was like, there's no need for Gyroflow if you have especially if there's no need for Gyroflow if you have the O3 air unit, because you put the O3 air unit in and you just set your settings inside the goggles so that the footage in the camera, you know, isn't shaky cam. But as you can see in this case, I'd have to run this through the Gyroflow, which takes time, and as you know, on this machine, it's not happening. But I'll do a how-to video. All right, so look, check it out. Let's see. Is this the one where I went around the house? This one's a little bit smoother. As you can tell, I should have put more. Oh, wow, look at the temperature, 86 degrees. Wow, so flying your drone in the cold is actually better because it won't overheat. But it's also this drone. Here I am. This drone, there go the leaves, watching the wires, and whoa, I got lucky on this one. I tried to swivel through, but I made it around the house, which had never happened before. No battery. I need to put the battery indicator on there. And as you can see, it only flashes when the battery's low. That's when it fell from the sky. But it flashes when the battery's low. But I need to put the battery indicator thing on the OSD. But remember what I have to do to access the unit to actually make changes to the OSD, which is not I have to take it apart or take the motor out, which sucks, you know. So maybe on the version 3. Is this where I crashed into the house? Nope, not there. Oh, well, this is kind of neat to know though, that the colder the better, because then you get more flight time and the unit won't overheat. So it'll like balance out the energy. So here, look, check it out. It's pretty smooth. And the colors, well, it's the same old 3 air unit. It's probably the time. See, there it goes. Something always goes smack. The leaves. I need to like blow the leaves or something. Oh, this one, yep, it got stuck and then made it out. And this is in angle mode. Let's see. I wonder if this is where I crashed. No, this isn't where I crashed. Is it? Oh yeah, I went through there and then smack. Bummer. All right, so that's where it happened. Yep. Okay, so now let's see. And what's that one? Normal. Oh, this was with the Avata. I was flying the Avata around the house just to and it flew pretty well, literally. Check it out. This one you might get a kick out of because this was with the motion controller, it was going slow. This was my dream flight with the regular beta FPV, which one day I will do. But I go up the stairs and I didn't realize my wife was on a call, and she's like, "I was on a call. That was really loud." Because all you see right now is silence, right? But the person on the other end. That's why I'm always amazed when I see these videos of people with the Avata. Let me get this out of the way. Make myself disappear. So then I go upstairs, and the RC and HD signal hold pretty good on the Avata. But I guess when no one's home, I wanna see if I can do the whole house. This is pretty cool though. You keep the angle, and this is another good thing about the Avata. Wherever that circle is pointed, is where it's going to go. There's never been any like flaw in that. And if you can see a little bit below you, that means you have clearance. I learned that from some guy posting on the Facebook forum. Like, so see where the dot is, and so as long as you have clearance between the dot, like it can be like and whatever the measurements are, I don't know what they are, but as long as you can see the bottom, see below you from the circle, that means you have clearance. And you probably know this because you probably fly with the circle too. But this is really cool. And then I was able to make it back downstairs and then go back in again, which is really cool. So that's with the Avata inside. So I got to edit these videos because I basically did it backwards. The video that went up after midnight was the video that was supposed to go up before this one, but it's fine, doesn't matter, because I think they're both pretty cool videos, and I think more people will benefit from the teardown and reassemble of the Avata, because if someone buys a drone, then they don't really care about the footage. They want to know how to put it together. But it's nice, and I mean, anyone who has these drones has an 03 camera or something with a similar result, camera that provides something just as the same. But there's the flight controller. I'll put it in here. Let me know. Where was this one though? Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah, because that's the one that I rebuilt. Oh, wait, probably because this one was here. Got it. Okay, so that's there. Until you figure out. It just needs to be flashed. And then this box. And it would come, I guess with extra propellers, because I have so many. Because when you buy, and I have this one, because this is the one I'm going to rebuild. So this one I'm going to rebuild 100%. So I'm going to, with the other, with the flight controllers that you've seen over there, not that one. because that one needs reflashing. So I'm going to rebuild this one. The little drones are pretty powerful, and they they're just as good. And you don't need to get the big drone that's going to break, fall apart. Oh, yep, there's that. We'll close this. No, no, no. Oh no. It was still recording. What? Oh, because see, welcome back to Everything That Glitches. I said recording. I said still recording. And instead it took it as start recording. And watch, listen. Stop recording. Let's stop. So it'll get there. There's DJI for you. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. It's like let's just have a channel, like, right? Like just and that's how it works with things. When the manufacturers make them, when you see these videos, they're only showing you the best part of the experience when they got it to work, and when you buy it, that's not what happens, unfortunately. But I know one thing that did happen, that's going to happen, that I have to do, which is open that box again and look for a screw. Because I put one out, except which box? I think it's this one. This box. The good thing is that it comes with extra screws. Let's see. Don't want to lose my chats. Which I hear the Avata is one. Yeah, the Avata is one of the louder fans. It's so loud. That's why I want to see what the motor upgrade does. And I want to see, well, we have a video coming out with the motor upgrade, but before the motor upgrade, I'm going to put on that thing that you probably saw like 9 months ago. The attachment that goes on to the Avata so that you could attach your camera to it. I've never done it. I've been afraid to, but I figured, hey, why not? Because I have Care Refresh, right? So, you know, I'm paying for it. Why not try it? Nothing bad will happen. So for this, I'll let you guys see what you can see what I see. So now I just need to go back. So that there we are. So this one is missing a screw, but I remember putting a screw away because I was like, what does that go to? And must go to something. Yeah. So, now the only downside to doing the Avata motor upgrade is that you really have, there's no smoke stopper, right? So you basically need to make sure you don't bridge any of your soldering connections, which I've never done, which is great. So I'm good in that sense, but oops. But that's not the right screw. I just have to find the right one. And we'll just match it this way. And I think there's a lot of sticky paste or whatever it's called that definitely not in this bag. Yeah, so the good thing about the Pavo25 is that at least it comes with steel bolts, right? But the plastic is not memorable. These are the screws for dun, dun, dun. Definitely not that screw. So these are the screws that go in that hold the unit together. See? Which you do is you put this in, right? And then, of course, you find whatever screws you have left over. And you put them in a little baggie. You can sort through them later. So what happens is this goes like that. And then these holes match there. And then the other unit just falls right in. Falls right into place. Except, what is that? Oh. And then you have little bolt thingies on the other side. That would probably hold the other screws, right? The back screws, but it's the longer one that I just had. And of course I have the other one, but I didn't put back in the into the same bag because I need so then these, right? Of course this one would take an Allen key that's smaller, much smaller. But it just goes through the hole. That's it. It doesn't really do anything that it's supposed to. And to get it out, because I don't have, I guess this one's magnetic. Yeah. Just use that. I was going to use the magnet from one of my kids' toys that I use for the cleanup process when soldering. And that's it for that end. Wait, hold on. Where'd everybody go? Yeah. Oh wow, you can fly indoors. I'll probably fly tomorrow. Yeah. I'm still working on flying indoors. That's my main goal. That's why I'm not worried about remote ID. Because I want to fly. I want to fly the whole house. I want to, not outside, inside. I want to like use the like Avata to fly from outside, and then as the Avata is about to, looks like, crash in and go into the house through the front door, of course, with the door open as someone opens it, then I'm going to switch to the Cinewoop, and then I'll be like with my goggles flying the house, just doing like a whole tour of the whole place in the perfect world. But as you can see, like Apex said, I spend a lot of time repairing then flying. Who knows, maybe this will all be a thing of the past, right? Like I'll be looking back on these videos remembering how much time I spent fixing my drones opposed to like how much time I spend flying. It's a totally different experience. It's a submersive experience with the goggles. You know, for me it's like a high. Like it's just phenomenal. Like you're like, oh my god, this is so cool. This is my first tripod. It's 10 years old. I love it. I still use it every now and again. But for now, it's going on the shelf. But it still works. So now, disc out of space. Oh wow. I think I know what happened. Something was recording. The whatchamacallit, screen flow. It's fine. I think I know how to fix that. Free up some space. Just gonna need to run through the box again. Number 1. Interesting. Yeah, we know there are hex button screws in here. There, as you saw, nothing goes underneath. You put the screw in and it just comes out magnetically. But the other one does go in, which is fine. I'm not worried about. Actually, I will keep this for memories. Well, that's the strap that goes here, but this, the glass, these, if you got to put these are UV filters that go on the Uvado lens, and I highly recommend it because this would have happened to my the DJI O3 Air unit, but instead the UV protector actually protects your investment. So what happens is what happens is let me just figure this out. See, what color is on this side though? It's all gray, so it's hard to see. But the glass breaks instead of your gimbal. To get a better picture of it, I'll just use some tape. See? Yeah, so that would have been the gimbal, the O3 camera, if I didn't have that on. And I just use a regular UV, which is just clear, no color, you know, because I like to do everything post-production, but I'm not doing anything post-production except these pairs. I'll leave that one on there. Should be fine. And then with this, you just run it right through. Well, you probably know that, but yeah. And the Get Bar C battery worked really well on this. Of course, it goes the other way, but I have to take this thing apart again anyway. Because I want to, like I mentioned earlier, I want to run that wire for the LEDs down the other way. Where are the LEDs? All the LEDs are on the table outside. As you see, the LEDs don't stick on in the cold. So much for doing a night flight. Can you imagine me flying this thing at night? I hope they come out with the new Avata and it has some sort of night light or night mode, because that's going to be a total game changer, especially for guys that fly this. Can you imagine like having LEDs on the Avata? It'd be phenomenal. You think if I put LEDs on the Avata on the next, teardown, when I put the motors on, there won't be a way to shut it off. That's the only problem. It's a bummer. So that's the end of that. So Nevada, but I want to go through the screws again to see before I put them back. So yeah, Afix, you should try and get your Part 107. It comes in handy. It brings flying to another new level, and no one knows what's going to happen with remote ID. They keep delaying it. It's here, it's not here. So even when it does come, or if it doesn't come, it'll be a requirement to fly, if that makes any sense. And then you, instead of it doesn't have to be DJI, but any drone that works, that has a similar experience to the DJI flying experience, where you have your battery management, you've got your height, you've got your custom white glove battery, about to die treatment, where it just turns around, you know when to turn around and come back, and your flights are somewhat longer and extended. Units don't overheat. You don't have to worry. Try it. Try it. You can get a used Avata, no joke, brand new, in a box for about $200. The only problem is that the box will probably come damaged. Fingers crossed that it's a new unit. You have to, if you buy a used Avata, buy it from a reputable company, not person. If the company is selling it, that means they vetted it, and it's good to go. And then you just have to keep, like what I did, lowballing the price on like eBay or something, and then eventually they give in, because a lot of people are reluctant to buying it. But like I know of some companies I know of, so it's a company that I know of. Then yeah, I do it. And then what happens is your Avata comes, you have like a little bit of a oh shit moment. You're like, what the fuck did I do? Because what happens is hold on, let me see. What happens is, you can see that the box. Oh, that's not even the right window. What happens is, the box comes damaged, literally. Like, it looks like it fell off the truck or something, and you're like, what is that? It's all dirty and scruffed and crushed a little bit, and then or you have to remember that the company is selling it, and the eBay, like the sellers are rated according to stars. So you want the one with the best stars. I don't know how the hell dirt got in here. But so this is all the parts are in here, like the propellers. So again, you can find the used Avata without having to spend $800 for a new one. Between $150 and $200. If a lot of people, and maybe probably $150 to $200. People are going to start selling their units anytime soon. When you can see the box here, it's like broken. I don't know what the hell it went through, but when I had gotten it back in the day, it came in a big box, like huge box, so like one of those a huge box, and it was tiny, this little tiny box, and it had like air bubble wrap or something wrapped around it. Um, so yeah, I don't know. You'll figure it out. But like for example, when I sell that drone, someone's gonna get it, and someone will appreciate it. And you just have to. I'll just put that there. Give it a second life. So, yeah, so the new Avada is going to come out, and everyone's going to start selling their stuff. Yeah, it's in the works. I'll probably fly tomorrow. That's so cool that you fly indoors, Alex. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I'm still working on flying indoors. One day that would be me. Looks like I have to close up soon though. Wow, it feels later. I guess that's because I went to bed late yesterday. You know. But I pulled an all-nighter, stayed up late because this way my wife could sleep because one of my kids wasn't feeling well. So it's better for me to have like a little monitor over there. But thankfully they slept through the night, and I only have to get up to get something for myself. But they're better now. Then they didn't want to go to school. Like, I don't want to go to school. I'm so tired. I was like, what do you mean tired? Tired from what? You weren't up all night podcasting. You were sleeping. I saw. You didn't wake up one bit. So, yeah. But what are you going to call it a night? So, yeah, get the Avada. And especially when stuff starts selling. When the stuff is going to start selling soon. I guarantee it. I'm going to shut these lights off. Because it's almost at time. See? Almost at time. Just trying to figure out how to put stuff. Have to move that. Oh, another video coming up with the what do they call it? The attachment you put to the O3 air unit, so that you can measure the speed and distance of that coming up. I got another video coming up about AFIX. AFIX solutions. Got another video coming up on how to lose your stuff. There's a bolt missing. It's like, oh no. La, la, la. Yeah, so I just want to see what bolts this one comes with. I'm gonna take the tape off and do an inventory. But I want, so yeah, but there's really no, everyone says that the Avada apparently has the same camera as the Action 4. So like, why, I guess the question is, why would you put the Action 4 on? But the Action 4 does have, even if it is the same camera, it's not the same processor, because when you look at the footage, it is phenomenal. I feel like a jeweler. These are my diamonds. I have 2 of these. I have 2 of those. This is what they give you in the I got 2 of those. And I have 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 of those, 2 of those, and 1 of those, which is not a very good sign because it means that one is missing. Where did it go? We know this goes onto the microscope to so that when dust gets in, if it gets in, it doesn't get in. Just keeps it clean. Keeps the bugs out. So when the kids need to use it, they're like, we have to look at a bug. These are the bugs. So I got a tick on here. There's a tick. I found it on the dog. And the kids wanted to put it under the microscope. You could actually send them away. If your dog or cat has a tick on them, you send it away and the place will test it for free to see if it has Lyme on it. No cost. How there's no cost, I don't know, but no cost. They test it and then you get your results online in the mail. This is for the Action 4 camera when I want to attach the parts to it, which are somewhere. Oh, I think the parts are out there on the other table. I like to keep everything together so that when I want it for another video or shoot, I just grab it instead of like, oh no, where is it? I gotta find it. I don't know where it is. Well, here go the LED strips for the, but now I need to find the connector. Oh, it's over there. I see it. Yes, these are the LED strips. So the glue doesn't hold in the cold, unfortunately. Real bummer. Disappointment, too. Yeah, there it is. It's pretty cool. It's self-charging. Fair, but oh, that other video I posted, yeah, there was no audio because the whole settings on the computer. Oh yeah, clean. Yes, I clean shaven. My kids were like, Dad, can you shave? Because when you shave, you look younger, and I feel like I have a brother, not an old man. I'm like, all right, these are my 10-year-olds. Can you believe that? You would think that she likes me for me. Remember that song? She likes me for me, not because I have DVDs. No, my kids told me to shave. They said, Dad, you need to clean up. You look like a bum, basically. I was like, my kids, you know? Thought I was like the cool dad. Now they're embarrassed. Like sometimes I go pick them up after school. I go to the schoolyard and they're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I came to get you. I thought, nah. And then they're like, can you just wait in the car so that we can walk? We can walk to the car. I'm like, all right. I guess that's it. I'm like, you know what? You guys are gonna walk home. It's too cold though. I can't do that to them. But back in the day, I grew up in the city. We didn't have any car. We took the train, took the subway. There was nobody waiting for us after school. Anyway, like we had to just tough it out. But yeah, this is my kids. So I had to shave. I do shower. I shower. I shower every day. But according to my kids, they weren't having it. I'm like, could you please? Yeah. Nice to see you though. Vinci Visuals. You know who? Ricardo. Ricardo was having the same problem you did with your drone, and apparently he can't get it to. He got it to bind because he sent me a video of his drone bound because it wasn't flashing. But he and then apparently there's something. I think there's something wrong with his beta flight because when he started talking about the actually here I could share with you guys what his issue was. When he telemetry. So he didn't see his version of beta flight. There was no telemetry; it was gone. And then some other issues he had. Here, I'll show you guys. So I can share my phone. Hopefully it works. I got it working earlier. Hold on 1 second. Disconnect there, and then just give me a second. What's that? What camera is that? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Hold on 1 second. Oh, no wonder why, because it's using the other camera. Hold on. Now if I go here, camera, I guess we can quit this then, because we're not using photo booth anymore. Alright, so now you should see desktop, and hopefully 1 second. Let me just quit here and go into voice. Oops. Hold on a second. You've got to be shitting me. I saw it. It was like there a second ago. Hold on, let's see. Maybe it just needs to be reloaded. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. Reflector. Please work. Okay. Fingers crossed. Yes. Alright. So, I will show you. Let's see. Let's click done. Interesting. It's still loading. Screen mirroring. Bummer. Shoot. Oh, it's right there. There's my phone. Let's see if I... Oh, that's a new feature. That wasn't there before. Well. Okay, let's quit it. And then start it again. Now it's here, now it's there. See, now the phone's gone. No connected device. Press reflector. After I press it, it should. Oh, there we go. See, it's showing my. Oh, you can't see what I see though on the screen. Oh, let's pick an iPhone. iPhone. It doesn't even. 4S black. No frame. So it is a glitch. Probably the operating system, because I don't see it in this window. There should be a reflector. Ah, there we go. Now you can see what I see, but unfortunately, see, no frames. I can select, I can pick my phone, I can turn it on, turn it off, and then I can choose a different camera. I can go to settings, preferences, change stuff, but it won't show the phone, which is a bummer. I can go here, see that as the phone. The only way to show the phone is to do a full screen, which kind of sucks because that's not what I want. So basically, to see, I believe, yeah, reflector is not working. And I'm up to date. I doubt I'm up to date because you've seen this work. 1, 2, 3. I just swipe down, left, right, and nothing. Now I load it, but nothing's loaded. Change the name. Call it me. Call it live. Let's say live. Right. And then go to the phone. See what shows up. Nope. Stop mirroring. And then start mirroring again. Nope. Okay, let's see. Maybe I quit it too soon. Right? Maybe I did quit it too soon. Okay. But even though I quit it, it doesn't show. Or maybe, hold on. Just maybe. This can't be there. It used to be there, and that actually created a better experience for Reflector when you were able to do it that way. Now it says I'm streaming, but I'm not. Gotta wait for the little check thingy. There we go. Let's see. The number is 2805. 2805. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Bummer. Because now it's only doing full screen. So he got his, like, before it would work the other way, but this is not how it's supposed to work. So he got it there, here, check this out. Oh no, that's when he got telemetry. Oh no, he doesn't have telemetry in this one. So if you look really closely, this one has the telemetry. It's the email that he sent me. Hold on 1 second. So he got the telemetry going when, hold on, let me quit this. That's not how Reflector works. It shows up as a phone in box, but it's glitchy. All right, let me see if I can find his email. Let's see. My Gmail's right there. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. You guys can see my email. It says video cannot be monetized. How to build a remote, because there was music in it. I love music in my videos. Thankfully, I do this for fun. Otherwise, no, can't be monetized. Can't be monetized. Can't be monetized. Oh, Ricardo. Here it is. Here's his attachment. Check it out. His telemetry is gone, but it's also in Spanish. Maybe like the Spanish version is not the best version to have, but his English is actually pretty good if you ask me. I don't know why. Like his emails are pretty lengthy and text heavy and pretty fluid, but maybe he's a good writer, but maybe he has trouble speaking. But look at his telemetry. It's gone. So I told him to download the Betaflight version 10, and he did, and then he still got an error. So I said, hey, I'll meet with you to come, we'll do like a video, we'll do live. Here we are meeting our fans and helping them fix their drones. But yeah, so that's the only thing I can suggest is like flashing it at Starbucks or something. and seeing hopefully that does the trick. It has to be either this because it's the Spanish version, or maybe it's missing something. I don't even know how the hell you get your how you like where is the language selection uh in your Pavo in your Betaflight configurator. Like I didn't even see if there was a language selector. But whatever he downloaded, it's not working, which is a bummer. Like we have people like Alex and Vinci Visuals. Vinci Visuals had a similar issue, had some trouble, but this one I've never seen before. Where if your application is missing stuff, actually, hold on a second. Oh, I'm out of memory, so I can't open it anyway. Bummer. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Unless I quit, I can quit, force quit Reflector. I can force quit Messenger. That'll give me some megabytes. I can quit the MIDI setup. Remember the MIDI keyboard? That was funny back in the day. That's it. That's all I can quit. Bummer. Literally out of memory. Anyway, if your software is missing components, then it's not the CLI file. He's literally missing things. It was good. He must have seen the English version though to know that he's missing something too. But what I noticed was at the top. What does that say? Something says at the top. I think I missed one of the